Hey everyone, this is Eric back again with All Replay Man. I want to give an update on the Neighbor app. I'll put a link down in the description. Kind of started, it's probably been like a year or two ago, and basically it's an app where you can download it, put it on your phone, and you can rent out space at your property. So people that need to park cars, trucks, RVs, maybe a trailer, different things, they can, or maybe they just need a place to put, like, you know, boxes, you know, maybe they're moving in between, instead of using like a storage space or a storage unit or a parking lot, you know, renting a parking space at a storage unit. They basically use the app. You sign up on the app, log in, and basically the way I did it, I'll show you on this, and I'll probably put some pictures on here also. I basically section off the property. So every space, it has a big enough space for the car. So like this has a 1-car garage, and anybody that rents this space is $99 a month, right? So they can go onto the app, see the listing, they see that as $99, and then they basically just reserve it. They message me, and then like I got one coming, I think like Friday or something like that. It's like a Chrysler Sebring. Some guy said he needs a place to park it for a few months. I'm like, great, perfect. You know, sounds good enough. And the setup for a car, a big truck would not fit in here, like a full-size truck, you know what I mean? Because I have some guy, oh, the sun's killing me, had like a F-350, and you know, it's like, you know, it's a dually. It's like, yeah, it's not gonna fit in there, or on my driveway is too big, man. It didn't run and needed all this work and all this other stuff. So anyway, I got this space right here. I think this space right here is like $65 a month. And basically there was a guy, he was moving from up north, and he's renting a place, an apartment, and basically he couldn't leave his trailer there. They were going to tow it or whatever. So basically I think he's seen the ad I had on Craigslist, because I basically put an ad on Craigslist, which I need to make sure it renews. And basically just saying that I'm renting out space, right? And he messaged me. I met him out here. He downloaded it out, put his credit card information in, and every month he prepays it, you know, $65, and he may come and get stuff as it needs to be. So like the front yard's got like 2 or 3 spaces here where you can put cars. So like there's a space here, space there, and a space there, you know, so I could put like 3 or 4 cars. And I believe there's one student that goes to FSU that rents this space for like, that space right next to my trash can. It's like $60 a month. He pays for it in case they need to park their car. They can only have like 1 or 2 cars where they're at, you know what I mean? So in case they need to, they have a space to park it, and they just, you know, use it, I guess. I don't know. So back here on the backyard, I may flip this camera around, but there's another guy. There's a BMW back here, right? And this couple, well, there's a guy, let me get this right, yeah, they were going on an adventure across the country, and they had a vehicle, and they were like, oh, one guy's like, I just want to, you know, basically just store it, and you know, they're going to go see all the different states and see what they like about the United States. So that's been sitting there, and they've been paying $60. So $60 for the backyard. I'll probably go up to like 70, and then probably do 80, since things are getting so expensive. And there's another guy that bought the space to the right, you know, for 60. And if he need to, I think he's got a Chevy Avalanche, he could park it just in case he needs to. So got that, and got enough for like 2 more spaces back here. So I'll show you on the flip side how that works and how economical it is. So I had to call, but anyway, for the little bit amount of time it takes to actually meet up with somebody, you know, they message me saying, hey, I got this car or whatever, you know, can I park it? I message back, yeah, what kind of car, how long you looking at it? As long as it's somebody that's going to leave it for 30 days or like for quite some period of time, that's kind of what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in people just coming in and out every day, you know what I mean? That's too much back and forth traffic. I'm not about that, you know, unless they're gonna be paying like $300, $400, or $500 a month. But for the most people, you know, they just need some place to put their, you know, their stuff. It does work out well. I message them. They I pre-approve them, they pay for it, their card goes through, and then basically we set up a time to meet out here. And the good thing about it, I got cameras, so like the last guy, I just basically couldn't meet him at the same time he was coming. My schedule changed, and then yeah, I basically just seen him on the cameras, told him exactly what spot I was looking at. He walked towards it on the phone. I was looking at the cameras, and you know, he knew where it was, so I didn't even have to be here. But I like to be here and first meet the people, you know what I mean? That way you know how they are. But for the most part, we've had some pretty good people. There was only one reservation really couldn't do, was that big dually. It was just too big, man. Too big, it didn't run, you know what I mean? So I like that they do run. That's helpful, so in case we need to move them, whatever like that, that's good to go. Or if they're going to be able to roll off the driveway, because I will put it across the street too. I may think about maybe utilizing some of that space, you know. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, you know what I mean? It does work out kind of passive at first. You got to do a little work, but eventually it works out to be passive income, because if you get a good tenant that's got a good enough money to pay that $60, $100 or whatever, usually I never had an issue with anybody paying, so it's worked out good. And I believe the neighbor app, they said they guarantee up to 2 months if they do not pay, so that's also a good thing. That gives me enough time to like figure out how to get their stuff off the property, and I would just call a tow truck and be like, here, it's across the street. So appreciate you checking out the channel, man. We'll get some updates. Maybe we'll do some Copart walk around videos. I'm gonna call them today, see what it will take. I got my vest, I got my login, my registration number and all that, my customer number, and there's a few cars that I want to go check out, and I think it'd be good to start looking at them. And there's a BMW I'd love to go buy, man. So if I can get it at the right price, and I think I know what's wrong with it, man, it may be a good deal, you know what I'm saying? So we appreciate you watching. See you next one.